And so he's kind of at that position where he wants to be, he still wants to be thought of as Comet is the best Comet #1, right?
Yeah.
And what a way to prove it than by knocking ATATA out right now and being the last bastion for here for Wisconsin.
I think this would absolutely put him into a much stronger position that he wants to be, considered in the regional-wide conversation. And here we go, out the gate in PS2 and here in Game 1. And both sides firing out the gate here.
This is what we're going to be seeing a lot from ATATA, is trying to force Comet off stage to get him in that position where he could die like a hamster, as you previously mentioned. Comet, however, wants Ness above him. Fox is so good at catching landings and trapping characters, and Ness kind of a susceptible recovery.
I think both of these characters have very susceptible recoveries, and I think that's going to be a major part of the dynamic of this match, is how both sides are able to get back on stage or how they get punished in the process of doing so.
Yeah, and how well you're able to take advantage of your opponent when they make that mistake, when they mess up on their recovery.
So these two consider going back and forth here. We're on the right side of stage. Back throw from ATATA, though. That'll take the first stock.
Yeah, parry back throw coming out from ATATA, and good first stock from him. However, Comet answering right back, up tilt, back air of his own. Can't find the kill yet. Up smash will be enough.
Yep, that will do it. Good patience by Comet, waiting for ATATA to commit to something, and he finally punished with an up smash coming up from ledge.
Oh, Comet is feeling himself right now. That double parry.
He has all the timings down. Finally getting PK fired into a forward throw. But he's going to Fox fire straight through the PK Thunder.
And also usually able to roll past ATATA there as he tried to get a grab. Now 126, back throw kill percent obviously, but also a lot of other Ness moves. Dash attack is going to be starting to be scary, as well as some aerials.
A lot of this matchup, like we said, coming down to the ledge play between these two.
Comet thought about going down there and trying to fight ATATA.
He contemplated, but he saw the timeline where it didn't go well, so he wanted to make sure to be careful. Good job with the reflector on the PK fire going up the ledge. Going to get past the yo-yo once more.
I'm
they're back
loving
on
how Comet is recovering to ledge against the yo-yo. It has been a non-factor so far. The back throw, however, has been a huge
factor indeed. The second stock taken by ATATA. But Comet once again evens it right back up. We're going lightning fast between stocks here. And one stock apiece in Game 1.
All right, and big combo here coming out from Comet. This is the biggest he's gotten off a combo so far. 71.
A little bit of healing to offset, but not too much. ATATA once again air dodging back on stage, but Comet not making him easy for him.
Absolutely not. However, big PK.
Double PK fire F smash? No. Not quite.
Oh, good recovery there from Comet as well. And
hits himself into the stage, just barely able to make it back.
That was like two of the craziest recoveries I've ever seen in this game, back to back.
These two were in a competition of who was better at flirting with death.
Yeah. And right now, I'm going to say it's Comet's leading the way by just how much he's been shielding in front of Ness when he's at back throw kill percent.
The crowd is terrified for these two. It's like watching two stuntmen perform tricks here, and you're amazed at how they're still alive. Comet throwing him off stage.
Oh,
gets caught by a forward air, going back up and got punished for overcommitting. ATATA takes Game 1.
That's sort of the MO whenever it's Comet on the stream. You know he's going to overcommit. It's just, will he be punished for it? And that time, ATATA with the perfect positioning to do so with that forward air and taking game number 1.
This is one of those sets where you are like watching with your hand over your eyes with a little gap between your fingers, not sure whether to close your eyes or watch what's happening, because these two could die at any given moment.
It's definitely the horror movie where like the killer is stalking them and they're in the closet and they're just, someone makes a little bit of noise.
And the problem here is that they're both the killer and the victim.
Yes.
We don't know which one's going to be which until it happens, and it happens very unexpectedly. The crowd immediately realizing as soon as any of them are off stage, they could just die, and they're yelling at these competitors to just kill each other.
And the crowd also very in favor of Comet. Comet being the last stand for Wisconsin right now.
Indeed. Good parry there once again by Comet.
Not saying that anyone would like to see ATATA to bow out at 5th. However, when he's in the way of Comet and Comet's the one that has to advance instead of him, I think the crowd is more than happy with Comet being the choice over ATATA.
I don't blame him at all. Went for an F smash, but I don't know how he got out of what I thought was a back throw. An early percentage, I suppose. Reflecting the PK Thunder. Comet once again finding his way on stage, and the up smash will take the first stock.
Yeah, Nair up smash, that is his bread and butter when it comes to kill percents. And Comet now with a stock lead, a position we did not see him in previously in game number 1.
Comet off stage once again. Great patience by ATATA. He knew he was going full on into the stage. He waited for him near the center.
Yeah, great stuff to ATATA there to get that. But also, Comet
Hang
with
on a minute.
Oh!
Got interrupted in the middle of that combo, but he still got about 70% off on ATATA. Comet perfectly fine to make that trade.
Yeah, every day of the week if you're Comet's 86% now. This is kind of a similar position that we saw in game number 1, though, however, when he had a huge percent and then got that PK Fire into the F smash.
And he down smashed him at ledge. He knew that his invincibility ran out. Comet here with a big percentage lead. Let's see if he can actually capitalize and take a stock.
Oh, no, he's off stage. Okay, no.
Oh, no! Comet got massively punished, caught by the PK Fire into the F smash, and this time at ledge it did kill, and he just threw away that massive lead. There's the hamster we were talking about.
That's not even a hamster. That's just ATATA being surgical with that PK Fire. However, Comet is in a position where he's evened up the stocks yet again. Only 50% to make up, and that's like 1 or 2 Fox strings.
You're definitely worried on that. This is not out of the question for anybody. I know Comet's probably kicking himself for accidentally tossing his lead away, but he's evened up the percentage already, just like you said. So here we go. It's anyone's game.
Yeah,
Forward throw by ATATA.
Again, off stage. This is not position to be in. Wise recover high there from Comet, but can't find these strings on ATATA when he's mashing there. Out of disadvantage.
Second up air, not enough. Both at kill percent.
Oh!
He went off stage, and Comet this time got rewarded for it.
Fantastic stuff from Comet there. Saw ATATA use the air dodge, knew that he couldn't air dodge back up to stage, prepared himself to get that up B timing perfectly, air dodging through Ness and stealing the PK Fire and stealing game number 2.
Wow, got rewarded for his courage that time, did Comet. So let's see now what happens game 3. These two Daredevils making more risks, and they're getting rewarded for it thus far.
Absolutely. I'm very, very excited watching this match. It is one of the hypest matches I've seen so far today.
I think you're right on that one, and the crowd is really getting into it, not just because of the Wisconsin rep, but because of how explosive this matchup has been from start to finish. And with one game apiece, we head now into game 3 as they discuss the stages. I don't know if we'll see a change or not.
I don't really expect to. I'm wondering if there's going to be a controller issue here, or there's a controller issue coming up from ATATA. Is unraveling a new controller, maybe not getting the inputs he likes on his other one.
Very interesting seeing a mid-set controller change, but if you want to cool off Comet a bit, I do suppose you could ice him a little bit. I know that probably wasn't his intent, but this time we're going to FD.
Yeah, I like this choice from ATATA, making sure that Comet doesn't have those platforms to extend those up air conversions like we saw in games 1 and 2. Also, big flat stage, a lot of room for Ness to maneuver around and get those PK Fires.
Very true. So here we go in game 3, Comet ATATA, losers quarters. Here we go. And ATATA out the gate with a lot of those combos that we were talking about, but Comet now firing back.
Big 58 off of a single hit. Comet is just on point with these combos so far. 84, 88 already on this Ness. Tries to get a Ness match. No, he's a hamster!
He gets spiked by the down air, and all of Comet's work that first stock was for naught. ATATA takes the first stock, and he's throwing in some more percent while he's at it.
Yeah, that's got to be so debilitating if you're Comet. However, you got to shake that off. You know it's still early here in game number 3. You can make it back if you can keep your composure.
He needs to take this first stock pretty soon here. I know he's fishing for it.
I mean, we've seen
Back
how,
air, he'll get it.
again, we've seen how quickly he can rack up this percent. This could be even in, again, 1 or 2 Fox strings.
Comet kind of running in and running by ATATA for a lot of these, just waiting for him to overcommit to a mistake and get a combo starter.
Yeah, Comet, again, so brave in the face of death, and by death, I mean Ness shield. He's doing everything he can to try and get one opening. There's the opening, 60% quickly, and very crucially, avoids Ness as he's mashing that neutral air coming
There's
down.
a grab, down throw. Percentages are still pretty close, but either of these characters could die in next interaction. Up throw for more damage from Comet.
Good recovery there as well. Not only avoiding a position where you're going to be in the ledge against Ness,
But the
also,
up smash got shielded and he got punished. ATATA taking a kill.
Yeah, Comet a little bit overzealous there. Trying to get that up smash going, but you can't be overzealous against a player like ATATA. He's going to punish that every time.
Does. Goes down low and once again gets rewarded for it.
And
Comet finding his groove.
It's even yet again. Comet only 27% on him, and you know he can rack up this damage on Ness very quickly, as we've seen so far this set.
After it costing him game 1, Comet though still had the courage to continue going out off stage after ATATA, and it's paid off for him in the 2 times since then.
Yeah, has the read on ATATA's recovery angles. It's just a matter of making ATATA use that air dodge and burn all his resources, so he's forced into that up B low.
Comet appeared to have a combo starter, but now he only gets a jab. He's got him off stage though. Tried to follow him off and gets spiked. As soon as I said it, it got flipped again. This time ATATA punishing Comet for going off stage.
It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. Every single time Comet goes off stage, and misses that one move he's going for, and it's so high risk. And
this time he was not rewarded.
no.
As ATATA takes that game 3, and he's gonna have a chance to put Comet away in this next one.
Yeah, ATATA 1 game away from a date with Treyarch in the loser semis. Comet needs to pull out 2 in order to do the same.
Here we go. Game 4. Can Comet pull it out? We're on FD once again.
Yeah, that's very interesting. This is Comet's choice this time rather than ATATA's.
I think they both like some of the explosive sides here of FD. No platforms to hide behind. Just one-on-one action. There's a reason why they called it Fox-only Final Destination back in the day.
Yeah, at that same token, though, like those platforms were paying dividends for Comet in games 1 and 2. Doesn't have those to work with here in game 3, or game 4 rather. But
oh my
hello?
goodness! A loop-de-loop on the PK Thunder, and ATATA gets the shield break in the first stock.
You do the loop-de-loop and pull, and your stocks are looking gone. And ATATA with a big lead here in game number 4. 1 game away from moving on in this bracket. Comet 1 game away from elimination. He's got to pull something out quickly because ATATA is playing extremely well right now.
ATATA keeping that one card in his back pocket, waiting for this game to use it. And Comet, I think, was caught off guard by the unexpected movements of the PK Thunder, and that hesitation proved to be very costly.
Did you just see him do footstool magnet into grab?
He's continuing off the momentum. Another kill. ATATA is up 3 stocks to 1, trying to put this one away on the spot.
Oh, and
Comet went for another risk, and he gets caught for it again. ATATA making him pay for his overzealousness, and he's going to take the set 3-1 using Comet's aggressiveness against him. What a set. I've never seen anything like it.
Comet, like, it's such a double-edged sword when you're playing against Ness and against a character like Ness and a player like ATATA. Because you want to be aggressive. You want to get those edge guards going. You want to be able to, like, fight ATATA off stage, but at that same token, if you mess up once, ATATA's going to punish you and you're going to die.
He very much is going to, and he did, and that time ATATA gets the better of Comet, and he's continuing.